Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome tonight. I'm hoping that let me feed this. I got some feedback coming on here. Let me just fix this. I'm trying something new tonight with you guys, so I'm hoping that it works. All right. So what we are doing tonight is I'm doing something different because I'm streaming from here and as well to my group and as well to YouTube. So I wanted to be able to make sure that I did that through StreamYard. So I have my iPad here so that I can kind of control the StreamYard. And then, of course, I have you guys on the camera up here. So let me put my iPad down because we don't care about that right now, right? Yeah, we don't care. When you guys come on, please say hello. Let me know. Hi, Amber. Please let me know that you guys can hear me okay, because the other new thing is I have my AirPods in tonight. So can you guys see that? I realized that with StreamYard, my volume doesn't seem to work as well. So I decided to do that. Can you guys hear an echo? I'm hoping that it's not echoing on you guys' end. Do you guys hear an echo? Oh, Amber, good. You can hear. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So if you guys can hear an echo too, let me know. Hey there in Arizona. How are you? Right. So I was super excited because you guys know that I just became a content creator for Eye Love Hue Paints. I've used them previously. Oh, good. Amber said no echo. Awesome. So I've used these previously and I fell in love with them. And that was it. When I had the ability to actually be a content creator for them, it was like a no-brainer for me, right? Because their paints are awesome. So I got my new set of paints and let's take a look at these right now, guys. And if you guys, just let you know, if it looks a little weird, like I'm looking over you, I kind of am. I have my phone actually mirrors to a TV because I'm blind, and my husband put it up over me so that I could read comments. So please know that I am not like oddly looking around. I am looking at a TV. All right, here we go. Hey, Nancy in Buffalo. All right, so I have not opened this box yet. So I opened my box and let me see, what do I have here? Oh, this is great. This is awesome. They gave me a little card here that shows all the colors that are available, which I have to tell you, I already know all the colors that are available because I've been studying it. This is about the Renewed Spirit collection. If you guys haven't checked out I Love Hue Paints, Stacy Darling, who is amazing, she has her own line with I Love Hue Paints, and that's the Renewed Spirit collection. I actually have a few of them in here. And then they also give this great little thing when you order. It shows all the different things about how to prep and then about the application and how to do a distressed application, all this stuff. So how great is that, right? All right, let's start opening these one by one. I'm so excited. Because then the other thing is we're going to go ahead and we're going to start this piece tonight. I'm going to explain a little bit about it once we start painting, but we're going to paint this piece tonight. We're going to use several different colors, and we may not finish it tonight, but we will definitely start it, and then I'm thinking come back on tomorrow and finishing it up with you guys on a live painting it. So, but I'm painting it to go with this HP decoupage pack this is the companion paper that is for HP, and I got them turned backwards so you guys can't see them. There you go. So I split this in two because they're going to go with two. And then I'm going to be putting them on here Monday night on HP Live. Hey, Amber. Yeah, so the Renewed Spirit collection is pretty cool. I'm really, really proud of Stacy because she's an amazing artist, and she actually came up with some really great colors. So, all right, without further ado, let's start opening. All right, so the great thing about I Love Hue Paints is they actually come in a 2-ounce, an 8-ounce, and a 16-ounce. This is actually the 8-ounce, so this is the first color. Here, I'm going to hold them this way so you guys can see the colors a little bit better. And I will tell you, this looks bluer on the screen than it is. It's actually a teal, and this is called Naughty Sailor. That is really cool. So that's we have Naughty Sailor. This is actually a real blue. That looks pretty representational, all right? That is called Blue by Hue, and that's like a cobalt blue almost look. Boy, I am telling you what. All right, now this is what the 16-ounce size looks like. I'm so excited, guys. I can't control myself. All right, this one is Missing Hue, And this is like, oh, so here we are in the light. So on a camera, it's hard to get the colors. There we go. I'll go up a little. Oh, there we go. I'll go a little closer so you can see them. This is definitely an off-white, almost a cream color. Let me show you the Naughty Sailor again up close that way so you guys can see it. Well, it still doesn't look as teal as it is. It is teal. So maybe next to it you can see the difference of the two. There we go. All right. We may use a little bit of Missing Hue. So we'll stick that one down here. The ones we may use, I'm going to throw down here. They package this thing amazing. I have a 2 ounce. Now this is the 2 ounces. So what's great about the 2 ounces? So the 2 ounces, if you're doing like a small project that you don't want to buy a big thing over, you want to test a color, this is perfect. I believe they're only $3.99 too. So like, come on, how can you not just try it for $3.99? This is Hot Chocolate. Look at how cute that is, right? So that's Hot Chocolate. We might use a little bit of that too, actually. Then we have Dark Chocolate. That one's a nice dark chocolate color. We might use some of that too. All right. By the time I'm done, I'm going to have a whole box on here, right? When you guys come on, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. If you guys don't know, I am located in New Hampshire. This is actually metallic. It's called Vintage Sterling. Yeah, I love the 2 ounces too, actually, because there's times that, especially with me, I do a lot of grunge blending where I don't need a whole big thing of it. I just need a little bit just to kind of get that look that I want. So this is a metallic Vintage Sterling. It's basically, it looks to me like a pewter color. Oh boy. This one's adorable. Called Olive Hue. And it is, it's like a green olive color. We might use that one. I don't know. At this point, we're going to be using them all. Hello in Liberty, Missouri. How are you doing, Angela? Now, this is from the Renewed Spirit collection, and this is Darling Yellow. It's kind of like a, it's a, I guess the way to put it is like, maybe like, I think we've talked about it before, or she's talked about it on there, is like a dirty yellow. It's kind of like a dirty yellow, but it's a great yellow, and we are definitely using some of that. Amber, yes, Amber said exactly, to do a small or a little blend. I like that one. Yes, to make a small or a little blend. That is perfect. All right, let me open up some more here. Let's get to the next one. So now this is the dark chocolate we've already opened. I have the small and the large. Oh, this one's really cool. This one is Gypsy Magic. That is a gorgeous mauve, like OMG, right? Angela said, I'm seeing the 70s come back. How fun. I like the 70s, so I think so too. This is called Icy Hue. It looks a little white on the screen, but let me see if I can find something white to go next to. Actually, you know what? Let me hold up this. It's actually extremely light blue. Can you see what that is? It's just like a tint of a light blue. See that? All right, so we got that one. Let me put this back because we're going to need it. Ooh, I got a bunch more of the little 2 ounces. These are like little, to me, they're like little treats. Like, these are like great gifts for people that I know that are furniture painters to throw in a stocking and stuff. Like, how cool would that be during Christmas time, right? Oh, this is cool. This is Rusty Nail. It's like a nice burnt orange. I really like that. It's got a really deep color to it, but it's not like it's like a really, here, let me pull that back up because I want to talk about this a little bit. So the difference with this, with other Rusty Nail colors, there are other companies have a color called Rusty Nail. Hey, Jesse, how are you? However, it's, I have to tell you, theirs have more of a redder hue to it. This has like a browner, like a burnt orange hue to it, like a Rusty Nail. Yes, Angela, it is like Christmas. This is what? And this is called Shut the Barn Door. That's a red. To me, it's got like a little bit of a purpley tone to the red. And then this one is Dusty Desert Pink. Now this is as well from the Renewed Home Spirit, the Renewed Spirit collection. This is really, this is almost like a, it's called Dusty Desert Pink, but to me it has kind of like a little bit of an orange tone to it too, almost like a peachy color, like a peachy, I guess is the way to put it. And then here we have another darling yellow. I didn't realize I had ordered two I did know I ordered two darling yellows. You know why? If you guys go to the I Love Hue page, or if you go to their group, which I should have put the link up here, you've been watching, Kelly, who's the owner, has been mixing the darling yellow with all different colors and coming out with awesome schemes. And I bought this one because I want to mix it with another color I'm going to show you on a blend that I'm going to do. Not on this piece, but on a different piece. That's why I bought more. I was like, why did I buy more? And then this is called, I love it. Amber, you just like them all. And then this is Ho Hum. This is like a cream color. The other cream color that we're looking at over here, this has more of a grayer tone to it. And then this one has like a yellower tone, and then this one has more of the grayer, like off-white look to it. That's the one we're going to be using. And then OMG, this is the color I've been waiting for. This color right here, I'm in love with this color. This is called Fortune Sage. This we are using today. I've been waiting for that one to come. I do love the Renewed Spirit collection too, Amber. And then I got two Fortune Sage. Actually, I got in a 16 ounce, so they must have been out of them. So, which is actually good because now you only have to crack one at a time. Oh, guys, look how cute. I have a candy cane in here. How adorable is that? I got a candy cane. Thanks, Kelly. All right, let me see. What else do we have in here? I got more. Oh, this is another color I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for them all. I'm so excited. Like, I'm going to have to probably go on and do more colors and pick more because I'm telling you right now, I'm loving, loving, loving. All right, this is called Chocolate Raspberry Truffle. We're using this one today. This is going to be what the base of this is on. Look at this. Look at that deep brown, but it's a deep brown with a little bit of a purple in it. And I'm like, what? I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. It's good. My perfect. Oh, this is like Christmas. Angela, I'm like at Christmas time right now. I'm so excited. All right, this is Enchanted Emerald. This is a nice green. I might eventually use this doing some other stuff on this. I'm actually thinking of painting on the side of it. What a name, makes me hungry. Yes, Amber, it does make you hungry. I'm thinking of painting it. If you guys don't follow me already, you know that I am an artist as well. So I'm thinking of actually, if not this piece, then another piece that I'm going to be painting some stuff on. This is Gray 51. I actually used this on the piece that I did for HP that had Journey on it, had the plane on it. This was one of the colors that I used on it, which is Gray 51. Wow. This color is to die for. Look at this one. Look at that purple. It's called Love Potion. How cute is that? And guys, remember I was talking about the mixers that she does? I am actually going to start sharing those mixers on my page. I'm going to try and go find all the past ones, and I'm going to share them here on the page. So be sure to check back and keep looking for the stuff that I'm sharing, because I'll be sharing you some mixers on what to do with these. This is Gypsy Magic again. I got a 2 ounce, and this was because I wanted one for blending, when I just do like grunge blending. Then this, look at this red. So when I work with acrylics, this reminds me of like a lipstick red. It's like a fire engine red. Isn't that pretty? It's called Red Wagon. Kind of looks like the Red Wagon from when you were younger. Amber said the last 2 paintings of my gargoyle with talent. Oh, thanks, Amber. I love to paint. I have to tell you that if I could just sit all day and paint and not do a real job, I would. Someday in my world, I'll be a professional artist. All right, so we already have this one. This is the hot chocolate latte. We had that in the small one. I believe we have it over here. Guys, wait till you see this one. This is my next other favorite one that I can't wait to use on something. This is Bohemian Jewel. Look at that teal. Isn't that amazing? Hey, Ann, how are you? This is a teal. How cool is that teal, right? It's called Bohemian Jewel. Oh, here we go. More fun. I think this is more colors I plan on using too, because I remember looking at these. All right. So this is Traveler's Gold. This is like a kind of like a mustard yellow. We're definitely using that. Remember, I wanted to show you guys the difference of the Renewed Spirit, which is the Darling Yellow. Well, this right here is called Sunday Fun Day, right? And that's actually a yellow. That's like a yellow. This is the difference with the Renewed Spirit. So this is the Renewed Spirit right here. Do you see what I mean? Like it's a dirty yellow. I should probably keep this one out just in case too. Gosh, this thing's going to be like a myriad of colors by the time I'm done. This I love. This is Tango Flamingo. How cool is that? It's not a really bright orange. It's like a muted orange, but I love it. I think it's just got like such bang, I guess is the way to put it. Bang. Oh, wow. All right. So that was our box of I Love Hue paints. So, okay, guys. So why do I love Eye Love Hue paints? Because I have to tell you that they're very easy to blend with. They're very forgiving if you're not blending and you're just using it. Yeah, and they have some really pretty colors. The other thing that I love about the Eye Love Hue paints is when they dry, I have to tell you, they dry hard as a rock. And that's really important to me because that means it's really a tough piece. It's going to like withstand stuff. I mean, I coat and I seal all my products, but you know, you still want something that's going to like withstand things, right? And I do love how it really, really is a strong paint, which is important. And it actually is easy to work with. Now, I'm going to go over her prep thing with you guys so you guys understand how you prep and use these. Let's go to class right now. Okay, so one of the things she explains here is like when you start, so, and this comes with everybody's stuff, by the way. It comes with everybody's paints when you order. And by the way, my link to order I Love Hue paints is up in the description. Make sure your piece is dust-free of oil and wax. You can use a paint prep to remove any contaminants. I still you can use TSP, but I have to tell you, I am a firm believer in white lightning. I love white lightning. Knots, you'll have to put bleed through. You have to apply shellac or a blocker, a stain blocker. If it's a glass or laminate, a thin layer of primer, high gloss, lightly sand with paint prep. Now they have a paint prep available and I will be trying that out. Yeah, Nancy, you just won some? Nancy just said this is good, haven't used but just won some. Nancy, when you try it, I want you to tell me how it is, okay? How much you love it, because I know I love it. It kind of goes through the whole thing. So that being said, this piece right here, I picked up, and I have to tell you guys that I normally don't get painted pieces from people because for me, I don't want to have to chance that their paint's going to come off, that it's going to chip. I don't want to have to strip it. I just, it's got to really speak to me as a piece if I'm going to strip it. Okay. This piece, I did strip the top. I used citrus strip and I wrapped it. And so I did do the top. Let me put this on Do Not Disturb, guys. I'm sorry. I just realized that I was not on Do Not Disturb. And I want to make sure that nobody bothers us. Here we go. All right. So I did strip the top with citrus strip. I covered it with saran wrap and then I scraped it the next day, right? But I didn't want to strip the whole piece, but something like, can you guys see the texture as well in this piece? There's all kinds of detail in here. And I was like, well, that'll make a really nice piece. But you know what? I'm going to try some new stuff on there. So what I did is I cleaned it very, very well with white lightning. So when I use my white lightning, guys, I was looking to see if my scrubby was around here, but I don't see it. I actually scrub it with a scrubby when I'm using my white lightning. And then I cleaned it really, really well. And then I took this, which I can show this to you guys. This is actually a Surf Prep rad pad. You can actually see where it took off some of the paint as I was doing it. So what I did is I just scuffed this whole thing up. Now this is a medium pad. So what it did is any paint that was possibly flaking, just like that is what I did. So any paint that was possibly flaking on this piece came off. So I made sure that it's not. Now I will tell you, they used a really, really thick latex paint on here. So, it definitely had a shine. It definitely has like paint splatters, it has paint drips, there's everything else going on it, but I'm not worried about that. Now, if I was putting a smooth finish on, it'd be a whole different story. This wouldn't even be something I'd be worrying about. but I'm actually putting a textured finish on this. So because I'm doing a textured finish, hey Dawn, hey other grandma. So my grandson's other grandma just came on. Hello, hello. So I'm Nana, she's grandma, so she just said hi, Nana. So I'm going to be doing a textured finish on this. So I really don't care that it has all these little like imperfections from the previous paint, because honestly, you're probably not going to see it, because I'm going to be using so much texture that stuff's not going to see. And I'm actually going to use my paint for texture. I'm not going to use an additive. I'm not going to use anything else. I'm just going to use the paints. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to start first with what I'm thinking. I was trying to wrap it around my brain what I was going to do, but I think that I'm going to do this dark chocolate raspberry on the bottom on these pieces down here, over in here. And then I think that I'm going to stop it right here. And then I'm going to start with probably maybe this green. I'm going to start right here, which is olive hue. I'm going to start doing that in here. And then I'm going to go up to the fortune sage. And then the body itself is going to be a mixture of the yellows with maybe a little bit of green thrown in. Like, it's going to be just kind of craziness. All right, so first thing I want to do is I want to take this paper and move it off of here. I just want to show it to you guys, but I will ruin it if I leave it over there. So we're going to put that over to the side. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I think that I want to bring this forward a little bit. I pulled it back. I want to put it on here, and I think I'm going to pull it forward a little bit. All right. And I might wind up moving you guys around and moving you down closer, which means that you won't see my face. But I think as long as you guys can see what I'm doing, that's what's important, right? Let's see. Do I want to flip this thing and go to the side yet? You know what? I think I'll go to the side a little bit. Let me see if I can move this a little bit to the side, so it makes it a little bit easier. There you go. Now you guys will be able to see the side a little bit. Maybe move it back. I'm just trying to adjust it with the camera. There you go. There we go. All right. I'm going to flip over to the side, guys. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move some of these paints to the top that I know that I'm not going to be using yet, because I kind of want to make sure I have the room for what I need to do. Let me, oh, my earbud just fell out. Let me throw that baby back in. And let me put this back over here because I'm not going to need that yet. We're going to start with this raspberry truffle. All right, so I just shook it. And I normally don't shake my paints, guys. So I'm going to take off this container. I'm going to show you also when I open up my paints. Let me try and get this sealer off. Nothing like having nails pull your little sealer off there. It's funny because I don't normally have nails, so the fact that it's working is awesome. All right. And then you take your paint and you take your lid off. The first thing that you guys are going to want to do, and I get these popsicle sticks. I guess you can tell them popsicle sticks, it stirs. And you always stir your paint really well. Some people shake their paints. I like to stir mine. And the reason I like to stir mine, in all honesty, is because I like to make sure anything that's on the bottom and is settled is coming up. So I'm going to stir it really well. And then I'm going to put this down over here. I'm going to take my paint. All right, guys, and I'm going to use, let me see, what brush am I going to start with? I think I'll start with this brush right here. Now, her directions say that you need a lightly misted brush, right, to start with. So I'm going to lightly mist my brush, and I'm going to slide over here while I paint. You guys can still see me, right? Okay. How about if I do this? What if I bring this just a little bit closer and then a little further down? There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco. All right, guys. So I normally take my stuff too as well and put it in a container, but I didn't today. So we're just gonna paint this on. This is, again, which color is this one again? Raspberry Truffle. Now, this is definitely gonna need 2 coats because of the paint that I have on underneath this. Now, if I didn't have this paint underneath it, it would be a whole different story. This thing would be going on much different. Probably covering a little bit differently. We're going to take this and I'm just going to dab it in around some of these little areas that need to be covered a little differently. I'm going to paint this leg. Put this in here. For a second, guys, I might be out of the line to answer any kind of comments, so I might rethink my theory. I might do it dark all the way through here. You know what it is? It's because these back legs go up and they kind of stop to this area. I can't decide if I want to just bring it up or just do the front legs with this. And I think I might just do the front legs with this because I don't want to carry, I definitely want to keep the color in this area. I don't want it to be brown. All right, so let me swing around. Guys, if you don't have a mechanic chair to work on when you're working, you're totally missing out. It's probably, it is like a back saver. The other thing is I have this awesome, this table, it's a hydraulic table that lifts up. My husband made it for me, and I have to tell you, it was a bomb, diggity. He gave it to me for Christmas a couple of years ago. So he built a stand on it, like a higher platform, like a longer platform. And then he, yeah, got it all ready for me because I'm pretty lucky. I've got a pretty awesome husband. He supports me so much. So I'm just going over this other leg over here. It's probably out of the shot of the camera, and I apologize. Just while I get over here to this side. And I actually might stand up and go stand on my corner over there. I'm going to stand on the corner. That didn't sound good. I'm going to stand on the corner over there. All right. Let's see. Let me go ahead. I'm going to stand on the corner over here. Nancy, that's hilarious. I actually have friends. Nancy said now he's going to have to make us all one. So I actually have a friend of mine, and if she's watching this, she's going to jump in and say something now. You said that. She has been begging Paul to make her one, literally forever. But I got to say, my husband's a pretty busy guy. So getting him nailed down to make them was, for anybody else, was pretty difficult. But I will tell you, I did tell him maybe he should write down the plans, or at least the cut plans, on what he did to cut it so that I know. All right, so the cool thing is all these bags just came in this, so I don't have my saran wrap over here, so I'm just going to put this brush in here, put that up there, and now let's go to the next one. We'll put this cover back on. So that's the chocolate raspberry color. So on the bottom here, I definitely want to start with this olive hue. It's definitely one that I want to, I want that to be the beginning of what it's going to go up to. And again, I'm going to take my stick and I'm going to, I will tell you this color does seem a little bit thicker than the chocolate raspberry truffle. I like the thickness, to be honest with you. I like a thick paint. Here we go. You ready? And it is like a taupe brown. It is. It's got a lot of purples in it. It definitely does. You're right. All right, so I'm going to take a new brush. I wet it down. And I'm going to do a dip. And then let's go right across here and see how this, oh yeah. See, now this is definitely a thicker color paint, so maybe it's by color. I'll have to talk to, so definitely is a little bit thicker. It does seem to be going on a little bit more, little thicker, to be honest with you. But here's the thing, I don't care about how even it gets on. I'm actually going to paint and I'm going to blotch at the same time, right? Because I'm going to be doing an uneven kind of blending, what I call a rough grunge blending is what's going to happen on this. Kind of like some of the other paint ones you've seen me do. So I'm just going to paint this on. I really more or less right now want to get coverage because this is just my first coat. We are going to be doing a second coat, which is what I'll be working on with everybody tomorrow. It doesn't matter how far up I go, as far up as I feel. I'm just tapping it on because there goes my texture. Remember I told you I was going to use the paint? I like this green too. It says it's an olive green, but I have to tell you, it's got a, it dries darker, so I do know that. All paints dry darker or lighter. Try darker, try lighter, try darker. I had to think about that one for a second. I don't know why I had to rethink that one. I should know this. I've been painting forever. So all paints dry darker. This one does have like it's a nice green hue to it. That's why it's I Love Hue Paints. I know that was a cheesy joke. Sorry guys. Cheesy jokes. Today's my cheesy joke day. I went walking with Vinny. I was with my son today. We went walking in downtown Concord, which Concord is the capital of New Hampshire. And Vinny's house is right by there. And I made him do this like cheesy pose with the statue. I didn't make him, but all right, maybe I did make him. I made him do this cheesy pose with the statue and hold the statue's hand. And then I actually went and I said to him, I posted on Facebook and I'm like, Vinny's new friend. I said he was all right, but he didn't talk a lot. And I said he was he was very stiff and he wasn't very conversational. But bang, you know, a cheesy joke. All right, let me go in here. Hoping you guys can still see what I'm working on here. Just putting the legs together, this back leg, just tapping it in. All right, let's jump around again. Look at this. I'm just sliding around. I feel so special when I can slide around like that. All right, let's come over here. I'm going to stand up over here. I'm going to get this back end over here. And then we're going to go to the next green, which is Fortune Sage. I got to tell you guys, it's my favorite green. I'm not kidding you. Like, I am in love with that green. I'm also realizing I probably should have waited to do the legs till I did this because I'm not as precise with this as I am when I painted on the legs. Kind of got a little bit of mess over there. It was a good dad joke. Thank you. I thought it was a good dad joke. Right. So Vinny, I know most of you guys follow me that are on here. Vinny is autistic. So he wanted to go. He loves like facts and he loves geography and he loves history. And the fact that he lives in the capital of the state that he lives in is pretty cool to him. He thinks that's the greatest thing in the world. If you ask him any capital in the United States, in the world, actually, almost in the world, to be honest with you, he can pretty much tell you where they are, right? Hey, Jerry, how are you? All right, so another one. I'm going to take my baggie. We're going to go to the next color. And let's put this cover on. Then we're going to go to Fortune Sage. All right, let me sit. So Fortune Sage is the one. Hey, Catherine in Tulsa. Hey, better late than never. It's like I came in late from Tulsa. Better late than never. So this is the Fortune Sage, and that's going to be the next color that we use. My Siri keeps thinking I'm talking to it, but I'm really not. So if you guys are enjoying this video, do me a favor. Will you sprinkle it around? Let people know to come on and check it out. And I appreciate it because that's how my business grows. Look at this. That's my favorite color. Look at that color, guys. I mean, come on. All right, so I'm going to take my stick. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I do some good stirring. Get all that stuff mixed in there. So I'm going to hold this popsicle stick up for you guys so you guys can kind of see it. As long as I don't, this is my staging floor beneath me. If I keep getting paint on there, my husband's going to shoot me. All right. Look at that. That is the best green. Yes. All right. Let's go with the next one. You guys ready? The next. Again, we're going to, yes, I do have an unlimited supply of brushes. I'm a brush fiend. All right, we're going to dip it into here, and then we're going to do the same thing. I'm actually going to take it, and I'm going to blot it on. I'm not even caring, because that's how I'm getting my texture. Remember I told you guys, texture, texture, texture all day long. So we're going to go with the texture. I'm not worried about making it go into the next color, blending it. And thanks, Nancy. Thanks, Amber. Appreciate that. I'm not worried about blending it into that next color yet, that color that's below it, because that'll happen when I start to do my second coat tomorrow with you guys, which I'm thinking of doing it in the morning. The problem with me telling you exactly what time is in the mornings. It's tough for me on the weekends because I never know. I don't sleep in, so it's not because of sleep in or anything. It's I typically have other stuff that might be happening that I have to kind of pay attention to before I actually come on. And I know it would be in the morning and not at night. How's that? Just not sure yet what time. So it might be like I'll give you like a half an hour warning if that'd work with everybody. Maybe a half an hour warning telling you guys I'm coming on. If I can do more, like an hour, I'll do that. How's that? All right, let me swing around. Isn't that cute? I'm already liking these colors. And I don't need a lot of paint on here. You guys noticing how much paint I'm putting on here? It's not a lot. And it's covering pretty good. And I'm just tapping it because number one, I'm doing a grunge blend with it. And number two, I really want to give it some texture. So for me, it's the texture, the texture, the texture. I'm just going to go in here and again, texture, texture, texture. All right, let me flip back around and I'm going to go and stand again. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do up here again. This is when I have to kneel to like, probably won't make it. Got to do church. Plus it's my son's birthday. All right, Amber, that's fine. But thanks for coming in after. You said you'll watch it on replay. Hey, Chastity, how are you? All right, so again, we're using I Love Hue Paints. This is actually Fortune Sage. And I'm going to get this side before we jump over into the front again and do more. I'm just tapping it in because I'm using a grunge texture with it. Just tapping away. Tapping. And I'm tapping because I want it to have that texture. And honestly, when I lay the base down, if I start doing the texture with the base, it works out easier for me. And then Nancy said she has Kingdom Hall. Great, then I'll get to see you on replay then. All right, now let me put this one away. We're finished with the Fortune Sage. Let's see, what are we going to do for the next color? So now we're going to walk into that and hurt your shin like I just did. All right, guys, I think I'm going to set the base with only one color, and then tomorrow I'll bring the other colors into it. And I think for the base, for the one color, I'm going to use the Darling Yellow, because how awesome will the Darling Yellow look with this, right? So check that out. That's actually a great match. If you ask me, it is, right? All right, so let's do the Darling Yellow. And again, I have to take they're all brand new, just came out of the box, so. And Darling Yellow is part of the Renewed Spirit collection from Stacy Darling. If you guys don't follow her, with her page is Renewed Spirit. She's a great artist. She's a phenomenal person and such a good mom. Such a great mom. So she came up with all these colors. This one right here, like I said, is like a dirty yellow. That's it right there. So let's put that down. I'm probably going to save all these little popsicle sticks after, right? All right, so this base that I'm going to do on here, I am probably going to just do the whole base with yellow. And then tomorrow I'll come back on and we'll do all the blending with it. All right, here we go. You ready? Let the games begin. And because I am doing it, and it doesn't matter where I lean up into, I'm going to just start wherever I feel like starting. Look at that yellow, right? Isn't that awesome? Hey, Teresa, how are you, my friend? We have Teresa from NTS Designs on here tonight. Another great artist and a friend of mine. If you guys don't follow Teresa, you guys will want to check out her page as well. All right. So, and again, I don't care that it doesn't blend into this because tomorrow we're actually going to blend all of this together. We're going to give that great grunge look. Oh, thanks. This actual color, Teresa, if you're just coming on, this was this latex paint that was on there when I bought it. And I just really took it and sanded it really well so that it would accept the other paints, cleaned it, of course, and made sure I got any chipping off of it. I didn't want to strip it because I knew I was going to do like a texture to it. Yes, Amber said, I see her, I do. And Nancy said, all the colors look good together. Thank you so much. We're going to throw some other colors in it tomorrow, and it's going to really come together. But we want to get this base on here first. You know what's really cool was even tomorrow after, I don't know if you could see that, but some of that blue is still coming through a little bit. And I actually think that's going to give a cute like base to this texture as well. I think it's going to give it a good look. So, and I'm not being particular about the top because honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing at the top yet. I will tell you that I should have just taken these knobs off because I'm not going to keep these knobs, but I left them on because I was doing some stuff. I'll probably take them off before I finish tomorrow. I typically take the knobs off unless I'm painting them into whatever I'm painting. Yes, this yellow is fabulous. Thank you, Jessie. Thank you. You're loving the color. So this is Darling Yellow. This is the Roots Spirit Collection with Eye Love Hue. It is a nice color. I love it. It's kind of like everyone calls it like a dirty yellow, and I agree. It is like a dirty yellow. All right, this is definitely going to be one of my favorite colors. Also, like I said, I'll be sharing some of the mixing stuff that Kelly from Eye Love Hue has been doing. And one of the things that she's been doing is mixing Darling Yellow with so many different colors and showing you all the cool things that you can get with it. So that was definitely something that I will share with you guys because it's amazing. Actually, this one right here, I'm not going to do texture. I just realized I was doing texture on this. And I don't want texture on that because that's where my decoupage is going to go. So let's not texture that. Let's just paint. All right, so now you can see the difference. Guys, even when you don't texture, look how nice that looks. It goes on nice and even, right? Now I can do texture all around. Texture all around. And then go back over because I kind of went over it a little bit. And honestly, I wouldn't even have to put texture on the first one. But I decided to do texture on the first layer because it makes it easier for me if I start it that way and just keep going with it. Hold on, guys. I just got to pull something off here that was stuck on here from when I stripped it. I stripped the top, and when I did, I left a little piece of something over here. Sorry, guys. All right. So I am doing the texture to start with because I really want this to have a lot of texture to it. Now, say that I just only wanted like that top texture, right? Then I could possibly just paint on the base and then do the texture on the second coat. Absolutely. But for this, I really want a lot of texture, so I wanted to pull through from the beginning. Yes, Nancy, it is doing great coverage, actually. You're right. It's doing amazing coverage. And I'm very happy with it. Very, very happy with it. Just going to tap over a couple of these areas that I realized I missed. I do want to try and get as much as the coverage as possible with this first coat because I don't want too much showing through. Normally I would tape off my wood tops if I was going to stain them. I did take the stain off of this, even the paint off the top to possibly stain it, but then when I got it off, I realized the wood was super irregular. So because of how irregular the wood is, I'm not going to keep it stained. I'm probably going to use a paint wash, to be honest with you. I'm going to do a paint stain on it, but I'm not going to stain it with regular stain because it has a really, really irregular like spotting to the wood. All right, I'm going to jump in on this side. Again, I'm tapping. Now, say that I wanted to try and get as much coverage first. I could do that and then tap, right? So could brush in and then tap because then I'm still going to get that texture because it hasn't dried yet. So you can brush and then tap. You can do it either way to get that texture in there. In fact, we'll do this whole side like that just so I can show you guys. It does go a little bit faster, I'm not going to lie. All right, so let's start from here, and then we're going to just go down to where we meet the fortune sage. And I'm just going to tap it in. tapping it. I'm going to tap that paint. Tap it, tapping it, tapping it, tapping it. There you go. All right. Look how quick that side went. All right, I'm going to come around to the other side. We all know I stand up for the other side, right? It's just easier. And I'm going to do a little bit more. Now I'm going to come on this side. I think I'm going to do what I did with the last one. I'm going to paint it first, and then I'm just going to tap it on in, only because it goes a little bit faster, and I'm impatient. I don't know if you guys knew that about me, but I am super impatient. I'm the worst. If I have to wait like in time for something, I'm not good. Like there's things like I first started doing resin, like the molds, resin molds. I had no idea about the quick set, the 10-minute set resin at the time. I only used the 24-hour. Drove me berserk. Couldn't stand waiting the 24 hours. Like I was the worst that you ever saw. All right, so we got this all in. We got our first coat. Now I'm gonna have a seat and chit chat with you guys a little bit. So look what I did to my brush. Good thing these clean so well, right? This is a really, if you guys don't have, the one thing I do have to tell you is I love Dixie Belle brushes. This is what it looks like right now. But I'm going to clean this when we get off of here, and it's not going to look anything like this when it's said and done. I destroyed my brushes, just to let you guys know, when I paint. Same with when I do canvas painting. I do stuff in my canvas paints that are like crazy. I'm actually thinking of teaching a canvas paint on here, to be honest with you, and doing one live with you guys, and kind of maybe just doing an angel wing or something like that with you guys and showing you how I do angels. So possibly. If that's something you guys are interested in, please let me know. So that was my opening and beginning of Eye Love Hue Paints. So I can take my glasses off now so I can see. So I hope you guys are really enjoyed everything tonight. Let me move this around. Oh, so did you wait for 24 hours for the molding to set up? Yes, for the first, when I first had it, I had the 24-hour setup. So yes, I did wait the 24 hours, which was ridiculous. And then I did the clay. And that didn't set fast, so I had trouble with that because I'm so impatient. So then I finally figured out the 10-minute resin, and I was good. Angela said, sign me up. Oh, if I teach? Okay, great. I'm actually, like I said, I'm thinking of teaching angel wings. I just realized that actually when I hit my shin, it's bleeding. So I am thinking of teaching angel wings. I've had a couple people ask, how do you do angel wings? Because I do angels a lot. I would love to teach, so maybe that's something I'll sign up on here, and I'll teach a class where you guys can come in and do angel wings with me. Thanks, Jessie. This is just a really rough coat. This is not going to look anything like this when it's said and done. Tomorrow when we come in, we're going to be adding some of this this gold. We're going to be using these colors as well. We're going to add in some of this cream color, which is called Missing Hue. This gold, by the way, is called Treasured Gold. It's actually a mustard yellow. We possibly may add in some of the Sunday Fun Day yellow. Yeah, this is going to be quite the project. And then we're definitely going to be using the hot chocolate latte, which is like it's almost like a tan color. So we're definitely going to be using some of that. So we're going to be putting in a bunch of different colors. We're going to blend them together using the technique like I was just putting on here, to be honest with you, but definitely. So I will give you guys an hour notice before I'm coming on tomorrow. I can't give the exact time. I'm hoping by 11 o'clock. But I will definitely be on here tomorrow, and I will finish this up with you guys live. And then on Monday night on the HP distribution page, which is at 7:30 every Monday, but this Monday we're going to be finishing up, and I'm going to actually be decoupaging right in here on both of these. I'm going to show you guys how to trim it up, decoupage it, pull the extra off, and do everything you need to do when you have these scalloped edges. So anyways, fun times tonight, guys. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I haven't been doing a lot of lives on my own page. I think I need to go back to doing my own lives on my own page again. What do you think? All right, everyone. I will see you guys all tomorrow. If you can't make it tomorrow, please tune in after and put your hashtag replay. If you guys enjoyed the video, my other stuff is up in the top there. I also have my YouTube links. I have my Instagram link. I have all that up there. as well as the link to my affiliate link for Eye Love Hue Paints. Please go and check them out. Remember, what's cool about them, they have the 2 ounces at $3.99. I'm trying to remember how much the 8 ounces and the 16 ounces are, but I have to tell you, they're very, very good priced and they work well. Thanks, Nancy. Thanks, Amber. Thanks, Jesse. All right, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. If not, I'll see you on the replay. Have a wonderful night, and thank you for coming on. I was about to do it from here, but I remembered I have to do it from here. Here we go.